Am I the a-hole for breaking up with my boyfriend because of my friend's lies?
Break up, don't go back.
Ooh, you heard it here first. And we're going to answer the question today. Should you help bad friends change their ways?
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. And this story comes from OHCR4P, who says, a year ago, I was about to move in with my first serious boyfriend, Josh, with whom I was head over heels in love with. When one of my closest friends said that Josh had showed them a photo of me on his phone when he was drunk during a party.
Not a good move, Josh.
That is, Josh, what are you doing, bruh? That's not how you keep a lady.
No.
5 or 6 more of my friends corroborated the story and told me that Josh also talked in extreme detail about our spicy sleep life when showing the photo. It was sickeningly detailed.
Like an erotic fanfic where it's like, he moved his member into my cave of wonders.
My meat cave.
My meat cave.
Shout out, dude. We haven't said meat cave in a million years.
Was unbearable.
Is that a breakup on the spot?
So I had a girl who like had a spicy sleep podcast that she like talked about things.
Whoa, she talked about you on it?
Yeah, I was fine. I'm fine with that.
But at least there's context.
I mean, and she talked in detail about things with her friends about our. But I'm fine with it. It's just all just like.
She comes over to the potluck, stands on a box, and starts a TED Talk.
I mean, maybe not that, but if it's with her close friends, I don't think I would mind.
Because he knows he's good.
Yeah, maybe if it was like, this guy sucks, and like.
Maybe if you didn't have like a size 12 foot, you'd be a little insecure about it, you know?
Comments,
Maybe.
I'll let you go crazy with that one.
Maybe. But I mean, for me, I don't think it would be a breakup, but.
Fair enough.
Because they'd just be bragging.
Comments.
I'm sorry.
Comments, let us know how you feel. So, this did not sound like Josh at all. When I asked him what the F was going on, he denied everything. He eventually got very angry and started calling all of my friends liars. And at one point, he showed up at my place while some of them were visiting, and things got a little physical. It was really a very strange turn of events in my life. Josh seemed so worked up, and all of my close friends were calling him a liar. Josh had taken photos of me on his phone, which I know was stupid, but in the heat of the moment and everything. So I trusted my friends, and I broke up with Josh.
Whoa.
It's over.
It's over. Josh, don't share. Also, just a bad move to share pictures.
Such a bad move.
Such a bad move.
Like share pictures, talk about it. Like, yeah.
Unless you're trying to support your girlfriend's small business and
that is a completely different
model.
Yeah. If she's on that
grind.
Oaf
model.
Oaf model.
Oaf model. We can say oaf model. Oaf mode.
Oaf works great.
Oaf works.
But it was heart-wrenching to break up, and Josh begged me to believe him. He started tearing up, nearly punched the wall, and left angrily. I was really grossed out at the time and felt super conflicted. A few months later, I started dating one of the friends, Alex, who had told me about Josh showing everyone the photo.
Wait, she started dating? I see you in the comments. I sense sabotage.
That's right. For the saboteur. Yeah, that is so. You're the one that basically dropped the smoking gun evidence that caused a breakup, and you start dating that person. He pursues you.
It's like it's like, oh, someone died, and you inherit the whole fortune. You know, it's like, there's a little bit of motive here.
Something's going on.
Or maybe
fishy.
he just saw it and was like, I got to get a piece of that.
I mean, that seems to be exactly what is happening here.
Oh, man.
I feel like there's something I'm missing.
No. I was Riley's saying he saw the pic and was like, oh, I'm down to get some of that. But I think what actually happened is it was sabotage.
I think
he made up the story.
I see what you're saying, sir. Well,
a little sus, as Taro Sosa says.
All of my friends were pushing me to date Alex at the time, the guy who shared the picture. We didn't really, or the guy who told OP about the picture. We didn't really sync, and it didn't go past a few months, but we remained friends of sorts. So today, another friend sends me a message that says he just wanted to get something off of his chest. The story about Josh wasn't true.
We ICU'd.
We ICU'd.
We knew.
That's right.
Chatting us. We got it.
We're on it.
Big brain.
After talking to a few other people, including Alex, it's all come out that they were lying. And there was like multiple friends.
It's crazy that they all collaborated on this.
What friend would be like, oh, hey, could you like lie to this girl that her boyfriend was like showing and like doing all this crazy stuff?
Terrible friend.
Terrible friends?
Or way too loyal of a friend that is willing to basically incriminate themselves and go out on their morals.
You know what? They're evil friends. So they're evil to everyone else, but they help each other do their evil bidding.
Yeah. It's like an evil kingdom.
Evil kingdom. Yes. An evil round table of devilish knights. It was this effing orchestrated BS event that totally changed my life forever. Apparently, they hated Josh and thought he was bad for me and an a-hole. So
and they do this?
So you think the move is to help someone lie that they're sharing some nudie?
I guess so. Fight fire with fire.
Dude, my God.
Fight a-holery with a-holery.
That was my effing decision, and I am shaking right now. I cried in the office bathroom for about 2 hours afterwards.
Oh.
I loved Josh so much. Keyword loved, past tense. We were planning a life together, and I've been friends with that group since high school. What the F? I guess I'm supposed to stop talking to my friends, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're not really your friends if they're lying behind your back. Also, this is just a reminder. Let's see receipts before you just believe hearsay.
Yes. Although in OP's defense, many people coming up to you and being like, this happened, this happened, this happened.
Yeah.
That is a version of receipts.
It is not. It's definitely not OP's fault in any way. Yeah. But I feel like if something seems suspicious, then maybe just get evidence.
Yes. It's best for you if you're in that scenario to do that.
Yeah. It's like, oh, like then what is the tattoo on my butt if you saw the photos? There we go.
Great one. There we go. Mm-hmm. I cannot possibly come back from this and still talk to them, right? You shouldn't. This basically nukes my group of friends. But how could I ever even look at them again? Also, I need closure with Josh. Can I call him? Should I call him? Should I unblock him on Facebook and message him? What do I do? And there's an update.
Honestly,
but
this is such an easy one. It's so
easiest
easy.
Thing ever.
Yeah, those are not your friends.
Yep.
Or if they are your friends, they shouldn't be because their morals are not aligned with yours. So break up with the friend group. And then I think, reach out to Josh and say, hey, I don't expect anything from you now, but I just wanted to know I found out that my friends were lying. I'm so sorry I hurt you.
Well, riddle me this. You reach out to Josh and Josh is like, I effing hate you. You believed the lies, but you really want the relationship. Do you still try to pursue the relationship and make him see the reason?
I mean, like as much as just saying the truth, but I think if you don't deserve his attention or company, like it's up to him.
It's kind of a weird scenario though, because like I do feel that while OP did not do well, actually, I don't know if OP asked for other friends to come forward or if they just volunteered. So we don't know if she did her own due diligence, right?
It seems like they all were collaborating on this lie together.
Oh, they absolutely were. 5 or 6 friends corroborated the story and told me.
So it's like it is just a unfortunate thing. I think if I was Josh and this happened to me, if this situation happened to me and I was Josh, I would probably appreciate an apology.
Yes.
I probably wouldn't go back to that relationship, but I would appreciate the apology and an olive branch. And I think like OP can do something like, I just found out that it all was a lie. I am so sorry for what I put you through. I know you probably don't want to see me at all.
Yeah.
But if you ever want to talk about things or need any closure or just friendship, I'm there. But take all the time you need or feel free to tell me to F off.
I always just hate these stories because they're just victims of circumstance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like OP's not in the wrong. Josh is not in the wrong. It's just a crappy situation.
Great point. Well, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We know whether or not OP reached out because there's an
update. Let's go.
So, even though everyone seemed to think it was a terrible idea, I sent Josh an email on Friday. Did you ask the people who also told you about the photo and lied to you?
Probably Reddit.
Come on. Reddit.
Reddit is so vindictive. They're like, probably just die in a hole.
Yeah.
You know? Destroy yourself in front of Josh because that's what you deserve.
Why don't you, instead of using your fingers to type an email, just use your fingers to dig your own grave and stay there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well-
Reddit be like that.
That's true. But we have the email. Josh, I don't know if you are still connected to anyone on Facebook, but if you are, you probably already know why I'm sending this. And I know it is totally unfair and selfish to contact you, but I cannot imagine going through the rest of my life without apologizing. Great start. So before I say a bunch of embarrassing things, more than anything, I want to say I am sorry I did not trust you. I am sorry I let other people decide our relationship. I am sorry for what I put you through. But I figured this might be my only chance to say this, so here comes the really lame, embarrassing stuff. I spent the past day thinking about the past year. Where would I be if I had believed you? What my life would be like? Would we be engaged? Would we be married? I'm not over you. I want to try again. I'm not asking you to marry me, but if you ever find yourself thirsty, I would love to buy you a beverage of your choice. Honestly,
Great choice of words.
kind of fire. I want to talk to you again. I miss everything about our relationship. I miss you getting annoyed when I stole your French fries. I miss fighting with you over money. I miss making you breakfast. I miss watching The Office with you over and over and over. I miss you. My information is still the same. I would not blame you if you ignored and deleted this. Just know that I know, and I am really sorry.
I think W email,
Pretty W.
it takes like basically all the blame. I honestly maybe would put more context where it's just, it just was revealed to me that my whole friend group basically corroborated a lie about you.
Yeah, yes.
I feel like I would give a little bit more context on that.
Yeah, she's
'cause
like
he might
assuming
not
that
know.
he knows.
Yeah, he's assuming that he knows, which he maybe does. I don't know, but like I would give more context on that because I don't think we should assume he knows.
Yeah, I think he does, but yeah, but best not to assume. It makes an ass out of him. So I sent it and tried to take my mind off of it. Just writing it and sending it was extremely cathartic. I spent Saturday morning sitting around watching old movies when somebody rang my doorbell.
Huh.
Assuming it was Amazon, I ignored it and waited for the delivery driver to leave so I could sneak out and grab the package. I was in my robe. But after a minute or two, I walked over to the door and looked through the hole. It was Josh.
With a boombox.
Yeah.
I'll take you back.
Obviously, my heart leapt into my throat and opened up to be ready. No, I'm just kidding.
It's too early for this.
Wow, come on. I had been compulsively checking my phone for a response, but I was not expecting something like that. Everything in my house, including me, was pretty disheveled. I creaked the door, smiled, said hi, and told him that I would get dressed really quickly. What a terrible interaction. So I ran around my place, throwing crap into corners, pulled my hair back, found something to wear, and went back to the door. I'm just saying.
John's extra this morning.
No, I'm not.
Dude, your girlfriend's only been gone for 2 days.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I did light candles myself, by the way.
Because he missed her.
Yeah. He was doing a little self-care, you know.
True. Yeah, that's true. Me and Drake lighting candles.
Damn, you masturbated.
Dude, with that Schmeat, too impressive. Too impressive not to.
I never saw the photo.
Oh, dude, you should see it. You should see it, man. Anyways.
Enough on Drake's penis.
Enough on Drake's wiener. We're going to get back to this wiener. Josh said, I'm here for that beverage.
I'm going to slurp you up.
Oh, God. I only had OJ and water, which was also pretty embarrassing. But Josh stuck around anyways. He didn't ask many questions, really. I started to talk about the nudie photo incident, but he said he didn't really care to talk about it. We both know all the details now. So that at least I think he does know that it was the friends, which...
Yeah. Well,
it did
he
seem-
always knew he was innocent.
Yes.
But it's like now she knows. Yeah.
Yes. The conversation eventually grew a bit aimless and we were just talking like old times. It was wonderful. He asked if I was hungry And I wasn't really, but of course I said I was. We went to a nearby burger place that we used to go to all the time. He did ask whether or not I had dated Alex. He didn't seem to be upset by my answer because she did date him a little bit. I asked him if he had dated anyone. He said he had a 6-month relationship in the interim. She sounded great, but I didn't pry. When we got back to my place, Josh asked what I was doing for the rest of the day. I don't have plans.
This is cute.
This is cute. We spent the rest of the day together and then the night.
Oh, they're going straight into it.
It's totally stupid to move that fast, but I am not going to spend much time worrying about it. I'm feeling happy. We spent part of Sunday together too, then Tuesday, then Wednesday.
Woo!
Honestly, yes, it is moving too fast, but
they were already in a relationship.
I think it's okay.
You kind of like pick up where you left off.
Yeah, and it's like there's all this like pent up there's this debt, relationship debt of like, hey, like I've been missing you. This is after all this BS. Let's really make the most of it.
Yeah, no.
Spend as much time as possible. I think it's cute.
That's great. W. Josh.
We discussed what we were doing. 2 single people dating each other was the consensus. Exclusive? Yes. I think the world of him and will always regret what happened. No matter what, though, I'm extremely happy I sent the letter to him. It's interesting to think that if he had actually done what everyone accused him of, and then I took him back, I would probably have trust issues. Now, obviously, I trust him to the core. He could tell me the world was flat, and I'd have trouble questioning him. Just a weird thought that I've been having again. So that's the story. We are together again. Will it work out? I hope so. No matter what, things are better today than they were last week. Wow. Great story ending.
That's great. I love a story with a happy ending.
Yes.
It feels like OP and Josh did all the right things.
However, if you remember the question of this episode.
Oh, yeah.
The question is, should you try and help bad friends change their ways?
Oh, those friends, I feel like for that is a distance.
The answer is no.
That one, it's like, yeah, you cut them out.
Honestly, I was kind of going into this episode thinking like, yeah, it's good I've had instances and times where it's like me and friends have had, not even anything crazy, but just like, hey, you should do this, like challenging to some degree.
But this is such a miscarriage of justice.
Yeah.
And it's like the whole friend group was on board that I'm just like burn the friend group, walk away.
I'm curious to see if that every story kind of ends with like, hey, like it's not worth it. Just walk away from the friendship.
It depends on how bad the thing is. Like if it's like a friend that yells at you or something, and it was a moment of like, I think there's differences, right? There's like, and we talk about this with cheating too. Mm-hmm. There's like a difference between a one night stand, which is still bad, and a affair, which is like months and months of lying. And I think this is like closer to like a friend affair where they lied and kept the lie for months and months to have this guy Alex date OP. And so Alex kept it for months and months. So I think the whole friend group is trash for that reason. Totally. It wasn't an instance of bad judgment. It was like a lifestyle.
Yeah. 100% agree. I will give her some, you always should do due diligence if you're on OP's position, 100%. But literally it was Alex plus 5 or 6 friends.
Yeah. When your whole friend group corroborates a story, it's hard to not believe them.
I'm going to be honest. Like, I mean, obviously now with this podcast and our discussions, I would always ask for evidence, but like if I hadn't have like read that story and gone through this thought experiment, I don't know if I would have. I feel like that would have been the due diligence.
Yeah. If like everyone in this house said like this person did something, like you would kind of just
I would believe it. I would like I trust and have a great friendship with everyone in this house, so I'm like I trust
which
you.
We assume OP did. OP had trust in those friends.
Friends since high school.
Yeah.
Like a decade of friendship. So there you go.
But shall we get into this next story?
Let's do it.
Am I the a-hole for getting mad at my friends for having spicy sleep beside me while I was asleep?
I was pretty bad.
I mean, if you don't wake up, what's the harm?
Have you ever done this, Sam?
Of course. I lived in the same room with Christian for like 4 years.
I literally forgot about that. Wow.
Of course.
Unreliable source over here.
Of course. We both did. Are you kidding me?
Biased.
Anyway, my friends and I, 25 female, were on a getaway to the mountains and had rented a house for our stay. After a long day, we returned back to the house, relaxed, had our dinner, and divided all the rooms amongst ourselves. I was sharing a room with my friend, 25 female, Nancy. All goes well. We turn the lights off, and I'm asleep before I know it. I was so tired. In the middle of the night, I am awakened by an earthquake.
Oh, no.
Or so I thought.
An earthquake reported in Pound Town, USA. Off the Richter scale.
So bad. In college, I was in a bunk bed.
Oh,
And
no.
I remember getting just woken up in the middle of the night.
God.
It's so bad.
Saddest oh God of all time.
But I just am like, all right, man's doing my thing.
What else can you do?
Upstairs? You just gotta go to sleep. I don't know. This is just like part of living in the same room with people. Help them out. Like a Mormon soak.
Tag me in, brother.
The jumper.
It's turning into degeneracy.
Oh man. Anyway, the bed is moving and peculiar noises seem to be coming from behind me. I turn around and lo and behold, my very two friends are going at it right beside me.
In the same bed is super crazy.
Yeah, have the decency to actually just be at least at the different beds.
Yeah, go to the couch or just away from the bed.
That's terrible.
Bathroom, shower, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Standing up. There's so many options.
I feel the most courteous thing is if you're living in the same room as a person, go to the bathroom.
Yes.
That's the most courteous thing to do.
If anything.
And also definitely like no giant movements.
I mean, true.
Like
I mean, you just shouldn't ultimately.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, but what about reality though? Let's
has anyone ever lived in a triple in college? That is
when I lived with 30 people, that actually didn't happen. But I think
that's crazy.
It didn't?
Here's the reason why. I think because one, I was only there for 3 months, and two, I think there were so many people that I don't know if anyone was like that's an audience. Like, that is a studio audience right there.
Oh man.
A Jerry Seinfeld studio audience.
Yeah, I mean, this is also like very different. If you can't just go at it. Like that's insane.
I do have questions for you, Sam, after the story about the whole
here we
shindig.
go. Stay around till the end.
Well, okay, did you and your roommate agree on this, or did you guys just let it happen and then you figured out?
I mean, most of the time I was asleep, but it's like, I mean, he had like a girlfriend for a while and I was just asleep. And then if I wasn't, I would leave.
Wait, would you get up in the moment?
I mean, I think you're imagining, it's not like, it's more of like a cuddle, but I'm like, all right, something's going on here.
Okay.
It's not like you're seeing people fully naked. It's like they're cuddling, but there's a little bit more like I can't see hands.
It's not an OF scene.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like these people are fully going at it. That's different.
Hey, Sam's golden rule. Just don't go fully at it.
I think
Add it to the roster.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I think this is a little bit too much. Anyway, I literally jumped out of the bed. They tried to cover up as fast as they could, but I had already seen things I'll never forget. I was seeing red, lol. It triggered a crappy memory from childhood.
Oh no.
Where I had been in a very similar situation with my parents.
Trauma.
I yelled at them and straight up started insulting both of them. And I said some pretty mean stuff. I then dashed out of the room and spent the night on the couch in the cold. The next morning, my other friend who found me on the couch, asked me about what happened and that she heard me yelling last night. I told her the whole story, and for some reason, she found it funny. When everyone else found out what happened, they started laughing and making jokes, which I didn't mind since it lightened the mood a little bit. Nancy, the guy Rick, soon came out of the room as well. Everyone told me to just forget about it and enjoy the rest of the trip. But Nancy told me that I was way too rude for something so silly. Rick didn't say much. He looked kind of embarrassed of the whole thing, which, yeah, it is embarrassing.
Yeah.
I told Nancy that they could have woke me up and asked me to leave if they were, and that I had every right to be mad because you don't start banging on a bed where someone is literally sleeping.
Yeah.
In the same bed, icky.
Yeah. This is on you, Nancy.
Yeah. Nancy said that I was overreacting and it was not that deep. Sounded like it was pretty deep.
Oh, God.
I was annoyed and pissed and told her to stay away from me the rest of the trip since we were all there to enjoy. Now that we're back, Nancy refuses to talk to me and is adamant in saying that I was the one who was at fault and being a pain in the butt in general. She's calling me a virgin, which I am, and claiming that I'm just jealous that she is more desirable than me. That's not cool.
Jeez.
She said all this to my face in private so no one in the group knows. Everyone in the friend group thinks I should just let it go and reconcile with Nancy and Rick. But Nancy keeps putting all the blame on me, and it's getting on my nerve now. So am I the a-hole? There is an update. But you should never
Call your friends a virgin. No matter how true it might be or could seem to be.
I think, all right, here. So golden rules.
Talk to me.
Golden rules of spicy sleep.
Whoa.
Golden rules of spicy sleep.
With friends present.
With friends present. All right. 1, if you don't know them well, off limits. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Or actually, wait.
How many years of friendship?
Like,
Ooh. At least 1.
I think it's more like, are you living in the same room and how old are you? I think it's more like, are you living in the same room? I don't know. It's like,
Yeah. If you live in the same room, it's
yeah. But I think here are the things that they did wrong.
Yeah.
What they did wrong is it was in the same bed. That's gross. That you should not do.
No.
That's a little bit too far. But also, like, I think the other thing is they're putting blame on OP where it's like they were the ones that totally transgressed boundaries. Like it is not cool to do that to another person.
If I walk up to Riley and slap him in the face for no reason, I can't be mad if he slaps me back twice.
Yeah, and it, like, it's different. It must be consensual. Like, you kind of have to have like an agreement, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're saying if you have beside of me once, I can have beside of you twice? That's what you said about the slapping.
No. If I was saying, I was using a John's famous analogy to illustrate the point of, like, because Nancy and Rick were the ones that did the wrong thing, they can't be mad that OP quote unquote overreacted in that perspective. It's
gotcha.
Like, you got to know that, like, you did the wrong thing. Something, you might get some blowback. Like, that's what happens.
If Riley and I shared a bunk bed for a year,
yes,
I would expect, and Riley had a girlfriend, I would expect that something would be going on while I was sleeping at some point if he's having his girlfriend stay over all the time. Like,
wait, do you get top or bottom?
I had bottom when I was in college.
I like the bottom one.
Power bottom. Nice.
It just,
yeah. So
would you be mad?
No, I would expect it. You have a girlfriend. I would expect it.
Yeah, I'd be upset if you had a girlfriend having bunk bed though.
You would be upset?
I'd be like, Sam, let me sleep.
Yeah, I'm a deep sleeper though.
But what if, okay, you both have a girl and then there's like an even exchange, like, okay, sometimes we're doing it, sometimes they're doing it, but it's like part of the,
which is kind of what happens in college, where it's just like, I mean, like, you're not, I feel like you're definitely not going like crazy or anything. It's just, it's just like subtle movements.
I feel like many people in college have experienced
Yeah, like all the time. I mean, if you haven't lived in a triple with a bunch of like people, guys or girls,
Yeah.
I feel like maybe it feels weird, but I don't know. Like it's happened to me so many times. Like, I'm just desensitized to it. But Lydia Whitaker, when it comes to roommates, you need to communicate. So it's like it's really, you know, that's really just what people are comfortable with. So yeah. But there is an update.
Oh,
There is an update.
Oh, wow.
let's see it.
Update. Someone asked me to update, so here you go. I don't think they'll let me update on this sub, so I'll just put it here for anyone who's interested. Turns out Nancy and Rick were using me to
Oh.
this makes them even more of the Turns out Nancy and Rick were using me to fulfill some weird spicy sleep fantasy, and the whole group was in on it.
No.
They were already in the wrong.
Holy cow.
Dude.
This makes it so much worse.
Yeah, this is crazy.
They all knew that Rick and Nancy were planning on doing something like this, and they both did it with me particularly because I'm waiting for marriage to have sex and am still a virgin.
That is evil, bro. That is
So bad.
evil.
I've been an inside joke in the friend group for God knows who for how long, and I had no idea they thought of me like that.
Oh.
They think just because I'm waiting for marriage, I'm a loser who can't get anybody to sleep with me, as if I'm not a sane adult who can make her own choices regarding her own damn body.
Dump all these friends. This is awful. Are you kidding me? This is horrendous.
2 people in the group had done this exact same thing with another girl, but that girl had laughed it off, so they saw nothing wrong with it. They just thought it would be funny to prank me like that. A guy in the same group told me all this privately after I shared the link of the original post in the group chat. He said that he would have told me on the trip itself, but he got pressured into staying quiet because it will ruin the fun. Wow. I'm truly disgusted. Rick did apologize, but I haven't heard from Nancy. The others who were laughing said they didn't think it would be a big deal and wouldn't have participated if they knew it would make me uncomfortable. They don't know that I know about all the jokes they make on me behind my back. And all the apologies came only after I shared the post and made them read what the comments were saying. I've decided to ghost them altogether. I'd rather have no friends than associate myself with a bunch of judgmental idiots who act like 16-year-olds. I also wanted to clarify that my childhood memory I had mentioned wasn't abusive. My parents were doing it beside me, thinking I was asleep.
Oh my God.
I woke up from the noises they were making.
Are you kidding me?
The room was dark. I didn't see anything except their silhouettes, and they never realized that I was awake. Oh my God.
Oh.
Thank you to everyone who showed their support and gave advice.
Bro, OP has been so traumatized.
That is disgusting.
Dude.
That is like
heinous.
Also, the whole friend group being in on their kink is
That's crazy.
No. Leave the friend group.
whack.
Okay, so back to the question again. It's like, do you try to change bad friends? It's like,
yes. Well, it's like the whole friend group. Maybe that one person that came forward, you could be.
You mean no, right?
Huh?
You said yes.
You said, do you try to change friends?
Yeah.
You do try to change. Oh, no. Oh, change friends as in like change friend groups.
No, as in, do you try to like make them see the error of their ways?
Oh, no. I think that's a nuke 'em and run.
Yeah, nuke 'em and
run.
Yeah, maybe that one guy, but also he was pressured into like not saying anything.
Yeah.
Which like
Weird.
yeah,
Such a bad friend group.
This goes beyond.
This is It's not a kink. It is a. I mean,
it's not consensual.
It's non-consensual, and it's like that you're including someone in a sexual act that is non-consensual.
Yeah.
Which it's like also from the sounds of it, it's not like they were trying to be subtle or something or trying to like
that
they
was
were
their
literally
intention.
their intention was to be loud and have OP witness it,
Bro.
Yeah, whack.
Oh.
Spiffy Tiffy has a story. I have a story about getting woken up by spicy sleep in my bed.
in your bed when you were all sleeping together in the same bed?
Gotta call and find out.
Yeah. Do we have one more story?
We do have one more story that I think would be good.
Yeah, let's do the last story, and then we'll call you Spiffy.
Am I the a-hole for pretending to get a bunch of tips to piss off a coworker?
Make him jealous.
Make him
Get that
jealous.
money.
Get it.
Even if it's fake.
So Exciting Mud 5054 says, I have a coworker that I thought was my friend. We've worked together for almost a year. A few months ago, she walked out on her job.
Ooh.
She wanted to come back and I got her job back. I've loaned her money, bought her food when she didn't have any, and even defended her on multiple occasions.
Like from theft or from
she's
attacks?
Like, bah.
Like Krav Maga?
Mm-hmm. Well, yesterday, I found out that she's been talking mad crap behind my back.
Dang.
And flat out lying about me to the new employees. It really hurt because I've done so much for her. That's messed up. That's messed up.
Yeah.
She's bought you food. She's helped you out with money.
She's literally clothed and fed you.
She's clothed and fed you. That's your
She's
mom.
kept you warm at night.
Mm-hmm.
Maternal love.
I was on closing shift last night, so I had to do the deposit. On the top of the deposit bag, we write our tips so we can minus it in the daily operating report to see if we're short. We leave the top of the deposit bag on the desk because the deposit bag number is needed to open the store in the morning. I know for a fact that this coworker gets angry when she sees people getting large tips. It makes her jealous because she's really bad with money and always totally broke. That's why she's asking for money all the time.
Yeah. What does she spend her
From
money
OP.
on, though? When you're bad with money, it just means you're spending it on the wrong things, right? So what's she spending it on? Every once in a while, Riley pulls something out of
I was like,
good candles. She just loves smelling candles.
And because of how she treats customers, she never gets tips. Why were you friends with her in the first place?
Why is she
don't know.
waitress?
Why is she? Yeah, exactly. Probably bad.
You have to flirt with people in order to be a good waitress or
That's
waiter.
true. Any service job, you gotta flirt a little bit. I decided to write a fake number for my tips. I only got like $8 in tips. Oh, that sucks. But I wrote $48 knowing it was going to totally destroy her whole day. There's no way for her to verify my tips, and writing a fake number down doesn't affect anything at all. It's not like it will mess up count or anything. And 48 in tips wouldn't be common, but not unheard of for Friday night. I've gotten larger tips for the night. Then today she texted me.
$8 in tips?
Yeah, she only got $8 in tips.
How long are they work?
That's what I'm
Wouldn't that
asking.
just be like one table? Because
Yeah,
if
that's what I'm asking. I'm like, well, how?
is it it's a diner, right?
Doesn't say.
I mean, it's a
could be like
diner.
a coffee
maybe you're
shop.
getting maybe if it's a coffee shop. It's a diner, and you're like
Yeah,
like
if
you
it
wait
was
on
any sort of restaurant
5
and you only got
tables,
$8,
$15 a table, then it's like
Yeah.
70. Okay, yeah, so that could be right. That could be right.
Then today she texted me asking if I could come into work an hour early so she could leave an hour early. I've never told her no before. I've always helped her out when she asked. But today I rocked the boat and told her, no.
Ick.
Mm-mm.
Not helping you.
I know she's at work right now, totally fuming because she thinks I got large tips and because I would not come in early for her. I'm sitting here eating my dinner in my car, feeling satisfied for the moment.
Yeah, I mean, like, yes, petty, but you had already helped her so many times before.
Yeah.
I don't.
And
You don't
she's
owe her
talking.
anything else.
No.
I don't know if I don't know if I would lie to make her feel bad necessarily.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do that.
I don't
but,
think that's a good move, but I don't think you need to keep helping her.
No. Yeah, definitely don't keep helping her.
Sometimes in work relationships, you got to have a little bit of pushback. So I'm taking my lamp back.
What?
Dude, it's
Whoa.
not in any of the shots.
That's true.
It is.
Look at it.
can't
It's
even
a
see
little
it.
rod behind your head.
We can't even see it. We don't even use the light.
We don't even use it.
Don't
We do have another lamp. It's in my room. You remember you bought it, and then I set it up, and I was like, he'll just want this one. So I put it in there for now.
we
Drama.
agree. We bought you a new lamp.
Commenter. If you want bigger tips, leaving early on a Saturday isn't the answer. Time to distance yourself from her. And OP replied, I've already spoken with my GM and he's going to start scheduling her for morning shifts only and making sure she's never working on my shifts. We're both shift managers. What's funny is she was the GM at one point, but was forced to step down due to her behavior. Whoa.
She sounds like a terrible employee.
Yeah, she doesn't sound good. Another commenter responds, forced to step down due to her behavior. Big shocker there. Keep in the direction you're heading and don't give any more of your attention to this person. It's a waste. Commenter says, if you had taken the shift, you could have said, OMG, a customer left a huge tip. Could have been yours, LOL. And then another customer says, do not lend this person money. Do not lend money to anyone unless you like throwing money away.
I mean, true. Also, shout out Signal Imagination. When I was waiting tables in my early 20s, I made $500 in one night. It was Red Robin, and I still can't believe it.
Dang.
Good tippers.
Well, there's this place called Taos in LA. Taos.
Oh, I think you said
that
cows.
one of our friends, Kevin worked at before he started doing YouTube stuff. Kevin that came over.
Oh, okay.
And he said you would make like $1,000 to $2,000 a night.
Wow.
At Taos because people like Jay-Z and like all these big celebrities would put like $50,000 on a table.
Yo.
Well, my friend Isabella she was working at this one restaurant and it's in like a more like a wealthy area. And a lot of famous people would come in and leave her really big tips. Well,
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, you can clean up.
Yeah.
At some of these like high-end restaurants,
Yeah.
it goes crazy.
Crazy.
Also, Kara Sosa, conspiracy theory, Riley is secretly a moth.
It's like, I need more light, please. It's funny because he works in the darkness.
He does.
I like this kind of light.
Yeah.
He works in the darkness. That's
Yeah.
true.
But let's get into this update.
Let's go.
Same post a day later. So I didn't expect my pettiness to have such an effect on her. I got to work tonight, and as soon as I walked in the door, she started slamming stuff around and throwing stuff. I went straight into the bathroom and texted my GM. He immediately got on the security cams and started watching her. I kept my head down and my mouth shut and said absolutely nothing to her. After watching her for about 5 minutes, he hopped in his car and came straight to work. On his day off. On his day off, he came. She still didn't stop slamming stuff around, but it wasn't quite as violent once he got to work. He told me he was going to have a sit down with her tomorrow about her behavior and her creating a hostile work environment for everyone when she behaves that way. My GM said he hopes she quits tomorrow so we don't have to deal with her anymore. And there are some more comments and another baby update.
Can't you just like fire her?
I don't know why they can't fire her.
She sounds awful.
She sounds pretty terrible.
Sounds terrible.
It sounds like they have a lot of cause to fire her.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know why. One commenter says $8 in tips is normal. What do you do? And OP says $8 in tips isn't abnormal. Neither is 45. It all depends on the day and how many inside customers we have. I'm a shift manager at a pizza shop. Not many people think to tip inside when they pick up their pizza. When I was doing delivery, I used to make 50 to 100 just in tips a night.
Because delivery, that's where you make the tips. But
yeah,
people aren't really. I feel like if you're picking up from a place, you're not really like you don't really tip generally. When you're picking up.
Well, I mean, it should be going to like the chefs, but.
Or I feel like in America, like tipping culture is for delivery and dine-in usually.
Yeah. And now everything else.
And now everything.
And now also
my landlord, tip please.
No,
10%.
I told you I went to a club and the cover charge was $15 and I was like, oh, can I use Apple Pay? And they were like, yeah. And there was a tip screen. It was 20, 25, and 30. I was like, what am I tipping you for?
Tipping you for letting you in. He
literally, I was like, what?
The curtain thing.
Yeah.
Little bowl thing. What's that thing called?
You don't want your sister to do that.
No.
Not that.
Commenter, devil's advocate here. Are you sure you can believe the new hires over someone you've known for so long? I mean, based off her behavior, yeah. Maybe I missed it, but I didn't see if they provided any kind of physical proof like text or, as you said, there are cameras, any video with sound. Sometimes new hires are pretty petty AF or bored and try to test their coworkers. I've worked a few places where this has happened, believe it or not. And OP says, I was told a few months back that she was saying the same stuff by a different coworker who is no longer with the company. That coworker stopped working with the company about a month before they started. And one final update to finish this off. I have a routine before work. I usually leave an hour and a half before work, grab some dinner, and then sit in a parking lot playing Pokemon Go. I drive by
Shout
work.
out Pokemon Go.
I haven't played it in a while. Since it came out, I think. I drove by.
You what?
I haven't played it since it came out.
Oh, you haven't played. We used to play. We played together for a little bit.
Well, I have a story about that, but we'll finish this first.
Okay.
I drove by work and her car was there, so obviously she didn't walk out. Ugh. I was really hoping to see my GM's car there and not hers. Let's see how she's behaving today after my GM spoke with her. And finally, OP says, I get to work and she starts slamming stuff around again. I just keep my head down and ignore her. I text the GM. She then calls the GM and lies about a few things. Whatever, I don't care at this point. GM confronts her about slamming stuff around. She denies it. Hangs up on him, leaves her key in the office, clocks out, and leaves. On her way out the door, she threatened to sue me for defamation of character.
Oh my God.
I almost laughed in her face, but I just ignored her. Looks like the trash finally took itself out.
Sue for defamation of character is the
wild.
most toothless threat ever.
Yeah, how?
It is. You do not realize how hard it is to sue someone for defamation of character. Yeah. It is probably the hardest, the hardest judgment to actually have stick.
Yeah. How are you going to prove that, one, it's not true, and two, that they said it?
Yeah. And also, like, you have to prove that it caused like financial turmoil.
Yeah, it actually hurt you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really, really hard to prove.
Yeah. But I was going to say my short okay story time about Pokemon Go, when it came out, the year that it came out, I think it was summer, and I was sleeping and Sam barged into my room, and this is when we both were still living at home.
I don't remember this.
When you were in high school, you barged into my room and you were like, Sophia, wake up. And I was like, what? And you were like, let's go. And I was like, go where? And you're like, we're playing Pokemon Go. And I was like, huh? Oh, can I take a shower? And you were like, no. And you dragged me out of my room, and I didn't even have shoes on. And I was literally like, we were walking around our neighborhood in like 90 degree, like over 90 degree heat, just playing Pokemon. Like, I was barefoot.
And it was dope.
It was pretty fun.
It was so fun.
It was pretty fun. Yeah.
That reminds me.
And then we played for maybe 2 weeks.
It reminds me. I had when I was a similar thing where I dragged someone out of his bed. My ex, I was like surfing in the morning, like when it was before it was even light out, and I noticed that there was bioluminescence. It was like pretty dark outside because I was like running at like 5 a.m. And I'm like, oh my God. So I run back, and my girlfriend was like living around the corner for me at the time, and I wake her up and I'm like, the ocean is glowing, and
we've gotta go.
Get in her car. It's like barely dawn out. We run in, and then like we jumped in the water, and literally the whole ocean was glowing. And she says that it was one of the most memorable experiences of her life.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good experience.
Yeah.
Pokemon, getting dragged out for Pokemon Go was super. I mean, I remember it, so I guess it was pretty memorable.
One of the most memorable experiences.
I do remember it pretty vividly, just because my feet were burning.
Yeah, it's
and
hot.
It was very hot
in the valley during summer.
Yeah, like we get like 115 days.
That we do. I mean, 120 sometimes.
Yeah.
It gets hot in the valley. Should we do a quick call-in? Quick call-in. Quick. 2 minutes.
Woman.
Come on, Riley, please. Boop, 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 boop.
Hello?
Spivvy Tiffy.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hello.
It's going.
Okay, so we have a question for you. You said you have a story about getting woken up by spicy sleep in your bed.
Oh, is this for the previous story?
This is for the previous story.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, well, this happened about 15 years ago, so it's been a while. I've moved past this, but it's still kind of a crazy story, and it relates to that story a lot. So my boyfriend and I at the time, we were about 21. So we were in our party years,
Classic.
we had a party at our house. And there was this girl here that he had said that he had always had a crush on, but he never dated her because she was too close to the family. She was too much like a sister.
Red flag.
Apparently.
Red flag. I see you.
Red
But I
flag.
see you in the chat.
This whole relationship was a big red flag. But yeah, anyways, so, and she was also 16 at the time. So we were 21.
Red flag.
How old
Red
was he?
flag.
He was 21.
Red flag. Red flag.
All the red flags. So we were having this party and she was there and he was like, "Do you want to have a threesome?" And I was like, "No, absolutely not." And then I told him that I was going to bed because I was tired.
I see you. Oh.
And then I went to sleep and I got woken up to the bed shaking. And I turned over and they're already having spicy sleep in bed next to me. And I was like, what the F? And I got up and left the room.
Jail.
And I was
With a minor?
gonna leave.
Jail.
Yeah, it definitely should have been. But I left the room and then he came and chased after me. He's like, "Well, you just said you were tired, so we figured we'd let you sleep a while and then we'd get started without you and you could join us when you woke up." I was like, "No."
Oh my God.
That
So
is
he
not-
came and then chased after you.
Yes. He chased after me and he was like, "We were just starting without you because we were going to have a threesome." And I was like, "No, we were not."
We're just warming up.
Yeah.
Oh
With a
my
minor?
goodness. Did you break up with him?
Not at that point, unfortunately.
Ah, Spiffy, you deserve better.
I know now. This guy had me so crushed. I have several crazy stories from that relationship that I could look back and laugh at now, but oh my God, I should have left
My goodness.
long
Oh my god.
before.
Well,
But-
that sucks and extremely relevant. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for closing out this episode with the craziest story word in a sec.
Yeah, I got more from that relationship that might pop up some other time with relevant subjects.
I'm excited to hear them. Thanks for calling in, Spiffy.
Thank you.
All right.
Talk soon. Bye.
Ugh.
Ah.
Ugh.
So yeah, Tiana Lagaven, starting without you.
Literally straight to jail.
Oh my God. Yeah, like literally straight to jail.
jail.
Literally straight to jail. Oh my God. So bad.
The just the casualness of being like, "Oh, we just started without you. Like, we're still doing, we wanted to include you." That already being like something that they're being casual about, but also just being casual about like sleeping with a minor.
Maybe it's in one of those states where 16 is the like age of consent,
Home.
which I think it is. Is that Alabama? Yeah, Alabama. Maybe it was in Alabama.
Wait.
I believe there's one state. Yeah.
Siri, where is the youngest age of consent?
Oh,
Big
okay. He
yikes.
did go to jail multiple
Oh, he
times.
did go to
for
jail.
Unrelated things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord.
Oh, Nigeria 11.
Okay, we're not in Nigeria.
Oh, U.S.
Oh, boy.
16, Alabama. It's in 31 states.
It's in 31 states.
Holy cow.
31 states.
Let me get this.
That's insane. That's insane. Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, Connecticut, Georgia, Hawaii, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island,
Wait, North Carolina?
and more.
Mm.
It ran out of juice. That's crazy.
Oh, wow. Well, Oregon. is 15.
Okay. Yeah, wow. So the
Arkansas.
national average is 16. That's crazy. So I guess it wasn't technically illegal potentially.
My question actually, which Beauty Like Night brought up, Beauty Like Night says age of consent is so minors don't get arrested for sleeping together, I think. So my question is this meaning age of consent just to like sleep with a person and not for like sleeping with an adult?
I don't know.
Because I think it's different.
Can we figure that out? Yeah, Brandy says Riley's search history gotta look suspicious.
It's a part of the job, okay?
But don't just say date. Just say date. Let's see. The age of consent in Arkansas is 16. However, the age of consent increases to 18 or 21 when the defendant holds a position of trust or authority over the child. So,
okay.
I guess if it's like an adult in their life. So in this case, I think it would still be this. I think it would be like legal.
Concerning.
Let's wrap that episode.
Stay away from
yeah. Stay
away from kids.
Yeah.
Stay away.
Is that how we're gonna end it?
Yeah.
Can we end it in a better way?
Stay away.
No,
Maybe it's
that's
like
it. Life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes there are bad people out there.
Yeah.
Well, if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you.
And see you tomorrow.